Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to make this, and it's a squishy kind. And if you saw my last few videos, kneaded or kind of kneaded, because you can knead it, squish it and all. Kneaded eraser, but and this is a really relaxing squishy. It's just so good. And then there's a lot of stuff you can make it. And the best part of actually this craft is that you can make it with stuff you have at home. So without further ado, let's get started with this craft. So the materials you will need for this craft is a bowl to put everything in, some balloons, like the small kind, like this small kind of. And I got 3 just in case one breaks. I'm going to make 2. And then some toilet paper and some soap. I'm using this pink lotion soap that I got from Restaurant Depot. And yeah, that's just random, but yeah. And something to stir it with. I'm using a green plastic, tiny green plastic spoon, because it's really easy to wash off all the soap and everything. So without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we're going to make the mixture inside of this squishy. So I'm going to put the balloons aside for right now. And at the end of the video, I'll teach you how to make this part, because this is the this one is the actual squishy. So I'll teach you how to make the so-called diaper, because it looks like a baby. And so so for this part, you need the tissue paper, or the toilet paper, the soap, and a mixing tool in the bowl. So first off, you need to take the tissue paper. You can use any piece of paper. I find it works best with toilet paper. So I'm just going to rip it like this and add it into, or just put it aside for right now actually. And if you want, you could just rip it into fourths, but I want it to be thin. And if you rip it into fourths, then you probably will have to go in with your hands. You will have to go in with your hands for this. So the next step is to put in the soap. And I think that's enough right now. I probably will only put in a little bit soap, because I only want to make a little bit. And then just stir it along here, if you can see that. Just to make sure it gets a little foamy and just a little bit kind of slimy before we actually do it. So there's this thing, you could make slime just by doing this and sticking it into the refrigerator. And it actually works. So, I think, at least, that's what many YouTubers do. So, I mean, you could do that before you do this, and, when you put it in, it would be, a slimy one, and it'd be more, stretchy, slimy, and squishy. I'm just gonna do my recipe for it, and as you can see, it's, coming together like slime would. That's the perfect consistency you want. And to just make sure it's not turning fully into slime, I usually just touch it with my fingers. Next, I will add the toilet paper in, and then just slowly stir that in. And then add some more in. Then stir that in. It's supposed to look like this. Don't worry, people. It's supposed to look like this. And then I could add a bit more if I need to. And then I'm just gonna put the rest in. And then stir it until everything's covered. And if you need to, you can add more, like I just did. And that's basically all. Next, by the way, this could get like a really messy. So I recommend you do it like outside or like in some place like your bathroom where it's easy to clean up. I'm doing it at my desk since I have a lot of open room, and it's really easy to clean up here. So enough of the talking. I have it like this consistency. So what you do for that is you have to go in with your hands. Yes, I know this is like the messy part of it, and you have to make sure it's like squishy, and it's kind of like and you have to like split up any of the tissue paper. And what I recommend is you leave it for a few days just to get settled, or if you don't want to do that, leave it for like a few minutes at least. So I'm gonna do that, and as you can see here, it probably it's super squishy, and it feels like slime actually, but like without the slime. So if this was like a slime thing, I would have failed miserably, but it's not, so good. But yeah, the next part, let me just tell you about it. This is a really easy thing to make, but the next part can be like a bit tricky getting it in. So, which is why probably have to take my time. That clip might be a bit long, so yeah. So, as you can see here, it's like this kind of consistency. If you feel it, it should be like really soft to the touch and just like really squishy like that, and that's good. So I'm gonna wait for a few minutes and probably go wash my hands again, just so that I can handle some other things before. So yeah, make sure it's like this consistency, soft, squishy, like you want to touch it all day. And yeah, that's basically it. Wait for a few minutes, and then I'll show you the next step. So this is what it looks like when it's like done, mixed, and everything. And so yeah, this is what it looks like. We should wait a few minutes for it to like actually soak in, and then that's it. Then we move on to the next step. So now that it's mixed and everything, and we've left it for a few minutes, I'm going to make this little guy. Well, kind of. So what you do is you take this, and you might need some help on someone like to keep open the balloon. This is one of the hardest parts of this thing. And then you take yours and put it here. This is very hard to show on the thing, so I'm just gonna show it the best I can. Basically, what you do is you take a little bit and you stuff it in here, and then you push it down. And you do that for like a very long time. Yeah, so it's really hard, just saying. I think I need to make more for another one. Oops. But yeah. It's when it's like really full that it gets or kind of full actually, when it gets really hard to balance it out. And probably this is where you need to come, call someone to help you. But I think I've got it. Okay. Okay, I think I need to do one more and then I'm done. One more full stitch. Okay, I'm done. I think. Well, so this is how it should look like when you're done, full. So I'm going to take another trip to the bathroom, and what you need to do when you take a trip to the bathroom is you need to wash your hands, and you need to wash the outside of the balloon before tying it off. So I'm going to do that in my bathroom, and I'm going to film it so that you can see. So yeah. So I'm at the sink, and I just washed my hands. So since it's pretty loud in here from the vent fan to like the thing, I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to show you. So what you do is you just basically wipe off and clean off this while holding this closed. That's that. and then I basically usually just wipe my hands and wipe it along with it. So what I do is just take a towel and wipe it so that it's not that wet when I tie it, like this. And then I'm not sure if this will work because it's kind of really full. So be prepared for like an explosion. And then you tie it. What I usually do is I grab this and I like take it by here, and then I grab it and I do it around my like 2 fingers. And then I just pull this along, and then I grab this, and it's really hard to do this with a small balloon, and then I pull it over and I do this. And at the end you should get something kind of like this. And yay, I did it. Okay, and then you can wash it. And then you can play with it. It's really super squishy. It's like, it's so fun. You could like play with it like all day. And so I'm gonna make the other one, and I'll show you how to do it again, but I'm going to do it and like I'm gonna fast forward it so that you guys can see it, but and you guys can stop it or slow it down on YouTube. So if you guys want to, you can or you could just skip over this part. But yeah, this is it. I'm gonna make the other one now. So, guys, these are the finished products. This one's a bit harder, like, just because it's just, like, instant. This one's so soft, and it's also clear, so you can, like, see it coming out. This one you can't so much because I didn't put that much in. And also because it's really dark. It's a really dark and similar color, so you can't probably see it that much. It's actually like really, really fun to play with. You could squish it all day. And it's super stress relieving. And the best part is it's made from things from like your house, household items, like soap and definitely toilet paper or tissue paper. You know, in this pandemic, everyone stocks up on tissue paper and toilet paper for some odd reason. I mean, I get tissue paper, but like toilet paper, really? you still go the same amount as usual, but yeah, that's one thing, mysteries. So yeah. And so these are the finished products. I'm going to show you how they like compare with each other and tell you my personal favorite one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So guys, now I'm going to do a step-by-step. Well, not step-by-step, I guess. It just sounds better that way, more professional. Anyways, I'm just gonna do this thing where I show you guys what like how much squishy there are, and like it's just it's like a side-by-side comparison of these things. So let's just get right into it. So the first one is with the one with the face, and this one I left the insides to like for like a few days, like around 5 days at the most, and I left it in this like a plastic container, and I just left it on my desk here. And you guys couldn't have seen it, but it was on my desk the whole time I was like filming everything. So that's that. The second one is the one I showed you without doing the fast motion. And it's the squishiest one by far and my most favorite. And I left that to sit for 2 minutes in the same bowl that we made it in. And it's super squishy. This one takes a lot more time since I basically just ripped apart everything that was clotting together and then let it soak. So this one's the most squishiest, in my opinion, the most best. And also it looks like these things at the store. When you just squish it, it just comes up and you could see it, which is my favorite part of this one. It can happen on these two, but because they're so because the colors are closely similar to like pinkish color, and this one too, you can't really see it that well in the camera. And then this one's the last one. I didn't wait at all. I just did it right after I made the insides. So this one's good. It's like really squishy too, but this one has sometimes it's like a little hard since I didn't actually do like everything, and I filled it like up with not that much the soapy slimy thingy that I don't know, just call it soapy TP or something. But yeah, this one is definitely not my not my most favorite, but all three of these are really, really fun to play with. This one is the most squishiest. This one is the second most squishiest, and this one's hard. And this one's actually a really good stress reliever. Some people might like it just because it's hard, because it's harder to squish, and if you squish more, you can get like out your emotions sometimes. And then this one's just like relaxing. And then this one's in the middle of those both. So you can basically do like anything, you know? Okay guys, so now before we get into like the actual like covering that we can make them that I showed you on the start, this is the pale one's covering, I guess. Let's just call it a diaper and then call this guy baby, but okay. And so, before I do that, I wanted to tell you guys something. So I'm going to start selling stuff on Etsy. Yes, I'm going to make like paintings and stuff. So, you guys can like buy it and everything really. And I'm getting my art supplies on, and some of my art supplies. I'm getting new art supplies for my videos and for my and for like everything else really, for my paintings, for Etsy, and I'm gonna sell some of these stuff on there, so stay tuned and look out for that. more information coming in my next few videos. And I'm getting my art supplies, some of them at least, on August 5th, August 6th, and August 13th. So I might post videos then, or I might like just do stuff. And maybe this video, I filmed it a day earlier probably. I don't know. I'm filming it right now, so I don't know when this video is going to come out. It might come out on the day that I filmed it or on August 5th. So, and if the day I posted it is August 5th, then my art supplies are coming today. So, yeah. And anyways, then let's get back to what the task at hand. So what you do to make like this diaper kind of covering thing is if your thing has like a little hole here, or that springs a leak, so every time you do that, it like foams a little. Then what you need to do is take like a balloon, the same size of balloon that you made this with. I'm gonna make it for this one because I really like this one without the covering. And what you do, you want to cut it at like here. So I made like a line here. I don't know if you can see it since it's like the same color, but like this line. And I'm gonna cut along that line. Really, and we're not going to use the part where you blow the balloon. I can't talk today. And we're not going to use this, so you can throw it in the trash or you could use it. Yeah, I don't know. You could use it for other crafts. And then you are going to use this balloon. So what you do is you like flip it upside down like this. Put your like your balloon thingy in here, and then it should come out wearing a covering, which it's really hard to do. So it's like actually really hard to do. I'm trying to do it right now, but it's better if you can do it with like 2 people. So yeah, this is not working, but I'll show you it when it's completed. So I've actually done it here, finally. I had some help, but I've done it, and this is what it looks like. If you want, you can draw a face like up here, like I did with my pale one, which somehow went missing. See, my pale one. I made a face, but it's right here, and he got smushed, but it's here. And then you could do like a face, and really that's all. This one looks really, really cool. And it's also, it just squishes. But yeah. Next I'm going to show you which ones are my favorite and like which ones I did which to. Yeah, that does not sound that good, but I'll show you which ones I like the most. And so, yeah. And so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really liked this video. It was really fun making this video just because I got to make these and they're so good. This is like a really, really good thing for like stuff when you're like stressed. It's an anti-stress reliever. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and hope to see y'all soon. Bye!